Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, in our last lecture, we discussed slope of a line. और हमने देखा when inclination is given, slope of a line is given by the trigonometric tan. If theta is the inclination of a line, then slope of a line is given by m equal to tan theta. We also discussed slope of a line when the coordinates of any 2 points on it are given. अगर line पे हमें coordinates of any 2 points are given, तो slope होता है बराबर difference in ordinates divided by difference in abscissa. तो आज हम देखेंगे that is condition for parallelism and perpendicularity of two lines in terms of their slopes. यानी अगर हमारे पास कोऑर्डिनेट प्लान में we have given two lines with their respective slopes, then we will discuss here today the condition for parallelism and perpendicularity कि कब वो लाइनें पैरेलल होंगी, कब दो लाइनें परपेंडिकुलर होंगी, वो कंडीशंस हम आज देखेंगे. और साथ ही साथ today we will discuss one more important thing from this slope, that is angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines. Angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines, वो भी हम आज देखेंगे. और उसी के साथ जो ये स्लोप टॉपिक है ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, स्लोप ऑफ अ लाइन. तो पहले हम देखेंगे that is condition for parallelism and perpendicularity of two lines in terms of their slopes. इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? I will consider a coordinate plan. This is coordinate plan. Here I will take two lines. This is one line, L1, making inclination alpha with x-axis. This is another line, this is L1, this is L2, making inclination beta with x-axis. These are two lines in a coordinate plan. So let M1 and M2 denotes their respective slopes. These are two lines, given two lines, L1 and L2 in a coordinate plan. L1 makes inclination alpha with x-axis, L2 makes inclination beta with x-axis. Let M1 denotes the slope of line L1 and M2 denotes the slope of line L2. Okay, dear? Then using the definition of slope, we have M1 is equal to tan alpha. We have M2 is equal to tan beta. Okay, dear? Now, if L1 is parallel to L2, अगर ये लाइन L1 लाइन it is parallel to L2, तो हमने ऑलरेडी पता है जब दो लाइनें पैरेलल होगी their inclination will be same, so it means alpha will be equal to beta. L1 की inclination है alpha और L2 की जो inclination है that is beta. Now if L1 is parallel to L2, then their inclinations are same, so it means alpha is equal to beta. Okay, dear? When two angles are equal, it means their trigonometric tan is also equal. Therefore, tan alpha is equal to tan beta. So this implies tan alpha is M1. So M1 is equal to M2. So it means when two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. When two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. And we can conversely say, conversely, if for two lines L1 and L2 having slopes, having equal slopes, that is M1 equal to M2. अब हम कन्वर्सली देखेंगे, हमारे पास दो लाइनें हैं जिनका स्लोप इक्वल है, यानी M1 इज इक्वल टू M2. जब स्लोप्स इक्वल है, इट मींस tan अल्फा इज इक्वल टू tan बीटा. Now since we know that, so M1 equal to M2 implies tan alpha is equal to tan beta. Now since we know that alpha comma beta, they lie between 0 and pi, 0 and 180 degree. And in this interval, we know that tan A equal to tan B always implies A is equal to B. So since alpha comma beta lies between 0 and pi, so this implies tan alpha equal to tan beta implies alpha is equal to beta. So when the slopes of two lines are same, when two lines have same slopes, when two lines have equal slopes, we see that their inclination is also same. When their inclination is equal, it means these two lines are parallel. So this was condition for parallelism of two lines in terms of their slopes. Whenever two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. Whenever the slopes of two lines are equal, these two lines are parallel. So hence two lines having slopes M1 and M2 are parallel if and only if M1 is equal to M2. Okay dear, so this was condition for parallelism of two lines in terms of their slopes. Okay. Now we will see the condition for perpendicularity of two lines in terms of their slopes. अब हम देखेंगे कि जब दो लाइनें परपेंडिकुलर होंगी, what will be the condition? What will be the condition? Okay dear. Again, let's consider this is the coordinate plane. These are the two lines. This is line 1, L1, making inclination say alpha. This is L2, making inclination beta. This is L2. Now these two lines are perpendicular. Here angle of intersection is 90 degree. These two lines are perpendicular. Okay dear. Let M1 and M2 be their respective slopes. So it means M1 is equal to tan alpha and M2 is equal to tan beta. Okay. Now L1 is perpendicular to L2. From figure, we see that alpha is equal to beta plus 90. If this is 90, this is also 90. So it means exterior angle alpha, it is equal to sum of two interior opposite angles. That's it is equal to beta plus 90 degree. Now when two angles are equal, then their tan is also equal. Tan alpha is equal to tan beta plus 90. Now this is tan alpha, it is equal to, now tan 90 plus theta, it is minus cot theta. So it is minus cot beta. Okay dear. Now this is tan alpha is equal to minus times cot beta is 1 by tan beta. Or I can write tan alpha, now tan alpha is equal to M1. It is equal to minus times 1 by tan beta is M2. or I can write m1 multiplied by m2, it is equal to minus 1. So it means when two lines are perpendicular, then product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. And conversely also, if, yeah, in other words, we can say when two lines are perpendicular, then the slope of one line is negative times the reciprocal of slope of another line. M1 is equal to minus times 1 by M2. When two lines are perpendicular, then their slopes are negative of their reciprocals. Negative of their reciprocals. Or in other words, when two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. And conversely also, if the slope of one line is negative times its reciprocal, then the two lines are perpendicular. Okay, dear. So this was condition for perpendicularity of two lines. Whenever two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. If the product of slopes of two lines is equal to minus 1, then the two lines are perpendicular. Okay. So this was condition for parallelism and perpendicularity of two lines. When two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. When two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is equal to minus 1. Now, we will discuss angle of intersection. We will determine angle of intersection between two lines. Very important topic. That's angle of intersection between two lines. This is our coordinate plan. This is line 1, L1. This is line 2, L2. Let the inclination made by line 1, that's theta 1, and the inclination made by line 2, that is theta 2. Okay. Now here we have two angle of intersections. One angle is theta, second one is pi minus theta. So we have to determine this angle of intersection between these two lines, L1 and L2. And these two lines, they are non-vertical lines. So we have given two non-vertical lines, L1 and L2, none of which is parallel to y-axis. These two lines, they are not parallel to y-axis, because if any of them is parallel to y-axis, then their slope is not defined, because we already know that a line which is parallel to y-axis means that's perpendicular to x-axis, then the slope of that line is not defined. Okay, dear. So these are two lines, two non-vertical lines, and none of these lines is parallel to y-axis. Let M1 and M2 be their respective slopes. M1 and M2 be their respective slopes. And theta 1, theta 2 be their respective inclinations. Okay, dear. Now, here we have two angle of intersections. Here, the angle of intersection between L1 and L2 is theta and pi minus theta. Okay, dear. One angle is theta, second one is pi minus theta. Clearly, from figure, theta 2 is equal to theta plus theta 1. This gives theta 2 minus theta 1. It is equal to tan theta. It is equal to theta, sorry. Now, this gives tan of theta 2 minus theta 1 is equal to tan of theta. When two angles are equal, then their trigonometric tan is also equal. Now, tan of A minus B, already we know that from trigonometry, tan of A minus B is, it is tan of A minus tan of B divided by 1 plus tan A into tan B equal to tan of theta. Or I can write tan of theta is equal to, now tan theta 2, it is the slope of line L2, so that is M2, minus tan theta 1, it is the slope of the line L1, that is M1, divided by 1 plus M2 into M1. So this is the angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines in terms of their slopes. Tan theta is equal to M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 into M2. Also, tan of pi minus theta. दूसरा angle जो है angle of intersection, that's tan of pi minus theta. That is equal to minus tan theta multiple of pi. Name change नहीं होगा. Quadrant आ जाएगा second और second quadrant में tan negative है. So it is minus tan theta. So that is tan pi minus theta, that is minus tan theta. Or I can write that is tan pi minus theta is equal to minus times. Now tan theta, it is M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 into M2. Thus, angle of intersection between two lines having slopes M1 and M2 is plus minus M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1. So this was angle of intersection between two lines. So if you have two lines having slopes M1 and M2, then the angle of intersection between these two lines, it is plus minus M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 into M2. और अगर हमें निकालना होगा acute angle of intersection, the acute angle of intersection, अगर हमें determine करना है acute angle of intersection, the acute angle of intersection, acute angle of intersection of L1 and L2 is given by tan theta equal to, that will be absolute value of M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1. Because when the angle of intersection is acute, tan theta will be positive. And when the angle of intersection is obtuse, then tan theta will be negative. So that's why जब आपको determine करना होगा acute angle of intersection, that is given by tan theta equal to absolute value of M2 minus M1 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. So this was angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines in terms of their slopes. और यहाँ से भी हम जो अभी हमने कंडीशंस देखी पैरेललिज्म की और परपेंडिकुलरिटी की, वो हम इस फॉर्मूला से डिटरमाइन कर सकते हैं. जैसे if L1 is parallel to L2, condition for parallelism and perpendicularity, वो हम इस फॉर्मूला से भी डिटरमाइन कर सकते हैं. कैसे? When L1 is parallel to L2, theta is 0 degree or it is pi radians. So it means tan of theta is 0. When tan theta is 0, it means M2 minus M1 is equal to 0. This gives M1 is equal to M2. Slopes are equal. When L1 is parallel to L2, theta is 0 or pi, so it means tan theta is 0. So it means M2 minus M1 is 0. this numerator will be 0. Numerator 0 means denominator will never be 0. Numerator equal to 0 implies m1 is equal to m2. Slopes are equal. So when two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. That's m1 is equal to m2. Now if L1 is perpendicular to L2, if L1 is perpendicular to L2, it means theta is equal to pi by 2, which implies cot pi by 2 is 0. Cot pi by 2 means reciprocal of tan, and that means 1 plus m1 m2 is equal to 0. So this gives m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Product of their slopes is equal to minus 1, or m2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So यहाँ से भी हमने conditions of parallelism and perpendicularity of two lines determine किया. Okay, so this was angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines. If you have two non-vertical lines L1 and L2 making inclination theta 1 and theta 2, having slopes m1 and m2, then the angle of intersection between these two lines L1 and L2, that is given by plus minus m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. And if you want to determine acute angle of intersection, that acute angle of intersection is given by tan theta equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, or you can also write theta is equal to tan inverse of modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So this was all about the angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines. Okay, एग्जाम्पल हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे. Let's consider an example. If the angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines, these are two non-vertical lines, the angle of intersection between these two non-vertical lines is pi by 4. Angle of intersection between two lines is pi by 4. The slope of one line is 1 by 2. We have to determine slope of other line. हमें दूसरी लाइन का स्लोप निकालना है. गिवन क्या है? Angle of intersection between two lines is pi by 4. That's acute angle. Slope of one line is 1 by 2. We have to determine the slope of other line. We have tan theta, the acute angle of intersection between two lines. Solution, that's m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Now theta is pi by 4, so it is tan of pi by 4 equal to m2 minus m1 is 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus m1 is 1 by 2 into m2. Okay. Now tan pi by 4, it is 1. Here on solving this, you will get it is 2 times m2 minus 1 divided by 1 plus m2. Okay, 2 plus m2, sorry, 2 plus m2. Now we know that if absolute value of x is equal to 1, it means x is equal to plus minus 1. So absolute value of this expression is plus 1. So it means 2m2 minus 1 divided by m2 plus 2. It is equal to plus minus 1. So taking positive value, you will get 2m2 minus 1 divided by m2 plus 2. It is equal to plus 1. और जब हम नेगेटिव वैल्यू लेंगे, it gives twice m2 minus 1 divided by m2 plus 2 is equal to minus 1. इसको यहाँ पे सॉल्व करेंगे, it is 2m2 minus 1 is equal to m2 plus 2. Okay. Now 2m2 minus m2, it is m2 equal to -1 plus 2, it is equal to 3. यहां पे इसी तरह ये बन जाएगा 2m2 minus 1, it is equal to -m2 minus 2. नाउ इसको यहां पे लाएंगे, ये बन जाएगा 3 times m2 is equal to -1 plus 1 minus 2. So this is 3m2 is equal to -1, m2 is equal to -1 by 3. So this implies the slope of other line is -1 by 3 or 3. Okay, so this was the example. अब हम इस टॉपिक से लास्ट पॉइंट देखेंगे, दैट्स कोलिनियरिटी ऑफ पॉइंट्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ देयर स्लोप्स. इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्लोप, कोलिनियरिटी ऑफ points in terms of slope. Given 3 collinear points A, B, C in a coordinate plan. हमारे पास क्या है? We have given 3 collinear points A, B, C. It means they will lie on the same line. So the condition will be like this. This is point A, this is point B, and this will be point C. Here A, B, C are collinear. So when A, B, C are collinear, it means the angle between AB and BC, it will be either 0 or pi. So this implies angle between AB and BC will be 0 or pi. Between AB and BC, angle between AB and BC will be either 0 or pi. So it means AB is parallel to BC. AB is parallel to. So this implies when AB is parallel to BC, slope of AB will be equal to slope of BC. So this is condition of collinearity of points in terms of slope. So when 3 points are collinear, A, B, C are collinear, it means their slope and the slope of AB, it will be equal to slope of BC. So this was last point related to slope. So this was all about slope of a line. तो इस section में हमने क्या क्या देखा? First we define slope of a line in terms of inclination when inclination is given. After that we discussed slope of a line in terms of coordinates. उसके बाद हमने देखा condition of parallelism and perpendicularity of two lines. उसके बाद हमने देखा angle of intersection between two non-vertical lines. और last पे हमने देखा collinearity of points in terms of slopes. Okay, so this was all about slope of a line. Inshallah, in our next section, in our next lecture, we will discuss equation of straight line. Till then, thanks.